Hey there, welcome to all the DraftKings ReignMaker fans, my peeps who've been viewing my videos. Appreciate the positive feedback. Also to any DFS or fantasy football or NFL all-day fans who happen to check out this video, please check out my other videos. Been doing steady content for the DraftKings ReignMakers project, which I'm pretty excited about. Today I wanted to go over the relative pricing of quarterbacks by rarity level as of the low floor prices today. I did want to mention, my last video, I did recommend or say that I thought Saquon Barkley was a good sell high there, and it turned out it was. He pretty much crapped out in fantasy this week. I sold my ReignMakers card on him. Before that, unfortunately, I did take a lot of Saquon in the regular DFS, and that didn't pan out great. On the ReignMakers tournaments last week, I think I only cashed and with cards probably about 30% of what I did the first week, so I didn't have as good a performance, and it is getting a little tougher to win, especially on the core level. And DFS, I think I had a slight loss between sites, close to a break even. I'm there. I'm just hoping someday to hit like a $25,000 and up first prize. I believe the most I've ever won on a DFS contest was $5,000. So I wouldn't even mind a couple $1,000 hits right now. Anyway, so what I'm looking at here again is the relative price by rarity level. So core versus rare, rare versus core, rare versus elite, elite versus rare, elite versus legendary, legendary versus elite, legendary versus ReignMaker, ReignMaker versus legendary. So what this is telling you, among like the top 15 or so quarterbacks, I selected the top ones bargain wise on a relative basis. So it's sort of like if you were looking, deciding between two rarity levels or looking for a bargain at certain rarity levels compared to a different rarity level. That's where this can come in handy possibly for you. Of course, these are not saying these are absolute bargains at that rarity level. So for the core versus rare, the best relative value, and this is again on a purely numerical calculation of prices, for right now are Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, and Joe Burrow. And the pictures I actually put on up are the actual like set card that had the lowest floor at the time I captured this. So on a relative basis, on a multiplier, so to speak, versus their rare, these were the cheapest cores currently. On the rare versus core, oh, and so that Aaron Rodgers, I believe, was a superstar card. On the rare versus core, the best relative values currently are Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, and Tua. Now, Kirk Cousins is jacked up from tonight's games, as are other members of Philly, Buffalo, Minnesota, and Tennessee. However, this one still does come up as the best value compared to its core, meaning its core is jacked up more than its rare, basically. And that one's a momentum, was the lowest at the time. And you can see the prices there. Moving on. To rare versus elite. Matt Stafford and Tom Brady. So the Tom Brady showing up on both of those means that its rare card right now, its low floor, stands out as a particular bargain compared to both its elite and its common or core. And Matt Stafford at 53, considering I paid in the 30s for Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz, that doesn't seem like that bad a deal to me. I may consider that one myself. Moving on to the next one. Elite versus rare. So on a relative basis, and remember, there's less and less of these cards as we go up that are either have been opened up in packs or not sold yet type of thing, or may not be listed. So got to keep that in mind with the low floors and the prices and the liquidity and things like that. But in this case, currently it's Carson Wentz, Lamar Jackson, and Aaron Rodgers on the elite pricing versus the rare pricing. Those have the best relative value currently, or best multiplier currently. On the elite versus legend, and again, when you get up to legend and REIGNMAKER, there's very, very few cards. Best relative values based on the low floors this morning: Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, and Tua. Of course, Justin Herbert's injury status is not known at this time. They do have a long break before the next game as far as his ribs healing up. On legend versus elite. Oh, and sorry, I didn't go through what cards those were, what actual sets. They were mostly momentum or elevate, basically. Not booster, but boosters can only go up to, I believe, rare. Legend versus elite. Best relative value: Matt Stafford, Kirk Cousins, and Jalen Hurts. Legend versus REIGNMAKER, and again, some cards do not even have a REIGNMAKER listed. They're generally only can be 1 to 3 or 0 to 3. 2 REIGNMAKERs that can exist. Some haven't been sold, some are in unopened packs, and some aren't for sale. So the prices on those can vary wildly. But in this case, the legend versus the REIGNMAKER, Mahomes and Allen are actually the best relative deal, meaning their REIGNMAKERs are pretty jacked up. And then on to the REIGNMAKER versus legend. The best relative values are Kyler and Tua. Now, obviously that's a lot of money, and I'm not going to tell you how to spend it at that level, but something to keep in mind is I believe the REIGNMAKER cards currently are the ones guaranteed to have the most carryover to next season, and those are 2 young, very promising quarterbacks, something to keep in mind. And that one's from the Genesis set. Cool prism design on it, I believe. So that's it for today. I'm going to be doing some more content this week on a variety of things. I just want to say thanks for everybody viewing these. If you want to use my DraftKings referral code, that's it up there. It's Rufus Jones is my username on there, RUFUSJONZ. I don't believe you can gift moments or money on there, but if you do want to gift me something and you happen to be an NFL AllDay or TOPSHOT user, I am on there under user at Kentucky Wildcats. So if you did want to gift me a pack or a card or Dapper or whatever, I don't know if you can even do Dapper. I would appreciate it. It'd be nice. I'm not counting on anything, but it would be. And I want, like Bartles and James said in the 1980s, I want to thank you for your support. All right, have a good one, guys.